Before we can have a conversation, you have to go take care of your media base. You got to properly align your brand. And I said this like a year or so before 2023 that a lot of changes coming to these platforms. You have to read, man. You have to know what's going on in this era. And a lot of artists are walking around, I think artists are still trying to, break records that they don't own. That's the thing. Like I hear a lot of great songs that sound good, but you don't own it. That means you don't own the beat. It's a leased beat. It's a free YouTube beat that you rapping on. You don't have publishing set up, so you're not getting paid off the publishing. And I'll say again, I thought when she came out and said what happened to her and her producer, and from the listening to both of them, be like, of course, Gorilla didn't know this. 99% of the unsigned independent artists are not educated in music business. And that's why we see a lot of the treadmill things that we see on social media. A lot of artists who post you're on social media all day. You're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube all day, every day. So I know you don't have nothing majorly going on as far as independent artists, because you're supposed to be in the studio recording original content. You're still trying to break records that you do not own. You don't own it, so it don't matter what DJ played. It don't matter who you go meet, because when you get to that door to this major brand, they want to sign things that are pretty much foundation artists already. You already have somewhat of a fan base, your social media presence. They can already see y'all. So stop talking about you going to meet with labels and labels calling you. Nobody is calling you and you have nothing going on right now. There's no way you have anything going on in 2023 when we can't find y'all where you're supposed to be. I'm looking at YouTube channels. There's nothing in your description box. You got 500,000. Some of y'all got almost 1 million views and there's no comments. There are no comments, but go read a lot of these comments. That shit is over with. Fake comments, no comments mean that you have 0 engagements. There's no way you got 500,000 views and there's no comments on your content. That shit is this Wizard of Oz. Everything is the Wizard of Oz on these platforms. And then when I listen to people in the market talking about music business, none of them talking about music business. They're talking about super talented artists and who's hot. How y'all judging the hotness? How you judging the hotness? I understand perception, because I've told artists and I've contacted several super talented artists in our market to tell them, like, bro, you don't have no story. You don't even have the attention of your market, of your neighborhood, or your community, but you trying to break records around the world. Well, the way you do that in 2023, first of all, y'all unsigned, so you guys are signing all these subscriptions, but y'all not reading. 99% of every independent artist or any artist you see on social platforms are currently using a self-help distributor to distribute their music. And that's just a press of a button. So you signing a subscription, whoever you're using, DistroKid, CD Baby, let's go all the way down the list of all these low-tier self-help distributors. So nothing is happening with your music that's not happening with the other artists' music. The thing that what y'all seeing is like, and I've been saying this, a lot of these distributors are going to start to transition and do things that Empire has done, and so much success Empire has had with 50-50 partnerships, or like our situation with Empire. We have distribution with Empire. So we have an 80-20 deal. We take 80%, they take 20%. But what I tried to get artists to understand, like, we already under the umbrella of Empire. So if we get a record or an artist that's getting hot, we're already under the umbrella. So before somebody else come in and grab you, you don't think like Empire is going to take a look at that particular artist. And I tell artists, like, they would say, well, I want you to release my record through Empire. Even if I release your record through Empire, you're not a foundational artist. You don't have a website. You don't have a business bank account. You don't have a business email. You don't have a LLC. You don't have an EIN. Your PEDX score. Your business credit score is not where it needs to be because you all need funding. Y'all don't need managers. Artists call me all the time, say, man, I listen to your content on y'all know the record business. I want you to manage me. But I need something to manage. You don't have a catalog of original music. You're a SoundCloud artist. You don't have no original music right now. It's 2023. You don't exist, bro. You rapping over things that you don't own. And then a lot of y'all have already put records out on things that you do not own. And the reason why, and y'all on Spotify, y'all on Apple, y'all on all these major platforms. The reason why y'all haven't been sued is because y'all ain't never put no major money behind any of the content that y'all putting out. So nobody really seeing it. And people get pissed when I say like you invisible. Y'all invisible right now. Because when I ask artists about mediabase and luminate, but on the other side of the coin, you on social media all day, every day. We know the artists, we know the brands in the market who are on the social platforms, and you got somebody in the background that studies telling you guys, hey, y'all invisible. So you're going to go all around the planet, all around the world to find somebody to teach you the music business when you really ain't spent no money. Nobody in our market has ever spent no major marketing dollars. Not no money to say that you paid us, because the ignorance is they really feel like they could pay us. We already knew you cannot afford to pay us for the services that we offer. We already know that. You just don't understand that you don't have a catalog of original music that you own, can operate, and it can be monetized. So you're still in the same position that you were when I initially talked to you. A lot of the independent artists. Now, we do have artists in the market that have some original content. But when I get to talking to them about shit that matter, they don't want to talk about that. They telling me about the platforms you've been on. I don't care if you've been on Say Cheese, Off the Port, any other major platform that you've been on to expose your music. But why would you want to go and expose your brand right now when your brand is not properly set up? And the individuals who you really want to see your content and that really matter in the industry, they can't see y'all anyway because y'all fail to properly register the master sound recording properly. You're not getting paid no major money off no streams right now. None of y'all, not just you, every independent artist that you see on social media, every brand that you see on social platforms all day, every day talking about music business. But when you go and to look at the foundation of these companies, then it's nothing there. But it's hate. It's ignorance, because I'm echoing the same thing that Rainwater is echoing and every other music professional that's getting on these major platforms putting out this content that everybody's searching around saying they want the game. But we gave y'all the game years ago. We gave you the game years ago, but no, everybody was so busy with being a super talented superstar and who wanted the lifestyle. They're not worried about the business side, not knowing that you don't even have a career. I don't care if you've been on social platforms 10 years, 5 years, 4 years, 2 years. You do not exist. You don't exist in mediabase. Your record is not properly aligned. You don't have a publishing company. You don't have a publishing administrator. You're not registered properly with the Mechanical License Collective. It's back-end royalties that y'all are, that's due to y'all. And this money sitting in this pot because for the ones who go and register their songs through United Masters, we already had that conversation a few years ago. Low-tier self-help distributor. That means you signed a subscription, you signed up, but you guys get caught up in the commercials that you see. United Masters is a product. You understand what I'm saying? And in order to sell a product, or products sell better when they use major artists, major celebrities, your favorite movie star, because if they wearing it, if they buying it, then 99% of the times you guys are going to do it, especially in this era. You guys lack identity. Everybody sound alike. And they looking for the next big thing. So if you sounding just like this artist, how you the next big thing? How you the next big thing that's going to last, though? Very few artists are ever going to be signed to a major record deal. But in this era, you don't have to be signed to a major record deal in order to have success and to eat off of your original content. No, artists are just not taking the time, and they're not going to invest and go register up as a real corporation now, as a real legitimate business. But you got PPP loans. How did you get a PPP loan without having all of that stuff I just said earlier that you have to have in 2023 and moving forward to be recognized as a real independent artist. You're not. You're a hobby artist right now, and that's okay. It's okay to be a hobby artist right now. Why y'all want to skip the process? So many artists skip the process. So you have no story. Your bio. I'm looking at bios for every major artist or every list that's ever came out in our market, talking about who's the hottest independent artist in our market. Who's the hottest artist in East Texas right now? Cinco P. Cinco P, how is he not the hottest artist? How did he ever fall off? You know, I see a lot of stuff that don't make sense that East Texas is saying. That's what they're saying by these charts that these bloggers are dropping. And then bloggers, I feel like their job is this right here. I saw a podcast last night, and I was listening to shout out Trill Talk No Pill Talk, talking about how bloggers, they asked him a question like, do you think bloggers are breaking records now faster than the DJs are? Well, I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. Now, bloggers with a large enough platform, when you got a large platform, you got millions of subscribers, active subscribers. So when you post things on your platform or from your platform, the way it works is your fan base is normally going to support the things that you post, right? Okay. But just because an artist drop his record on a platform, on a particular platform, and go to any platform, Say Cheese, Real Life Street Stars, do y'all notice like the fish don't bite on everything that go across that platform? What most of the artists are trying to do is break y'all trying to break records through TikTok, and y'all trying to break records through these social platforms, and that's great. That's great. But why would you want to break a record, and why are bloggers and DJs, first of all, breaking records if y'all thinking they can still break your record? Not saying that they're not DJs and you don't have to go through certain, like they say, gatekeepers for a record to just have instant success, or one DJ can play your song and you got instant success. But what I'm saying is, you don't own the records. You're a SoundCloud artist. You're rapping on a beat that you don't own. You don't have paperwork saying that you own that beat. So that means that when a major label come to you right now, we don't have to go through any third parties to work with you. You understand what I'm saying? So the same thing with Glorilla. She said it take two people to make a song. Okay. Well, that shit ain't true no more. We got AI now. I don't need any rappers anymore. And this is the thing when this is one of the major things I was trying to explain to artists, is that the door is closing on hobby artists, and not because they're going to forever. I feel like they'll forever have subscription platforms you can sign up for, and you can put your song up and you can put videos on this platform for free. But y'all notice like nothing is happening with the records. It don't take 2-3 weeks to get 100,000 views. It don't take that long. You're unsigned, unknown. So if you're on Spotify, you can't have one record that blows, basically. You need multiple records. You need multiple singles right now. You don't have no fan base. Volume is what you need. You need a catalog. You need leverage. And the leverage is making sure that you already take care of all this stuff before a major brand, or you start to work with major brands. Because as we see in our market, from the things that's happening with these celebrities, when we're doing transactions with these celebrities, you got to have contracts. It's about contracts. They know that. They know when you uneducated in music business just by the way y'all stuff is posted on the social platforms. And I've been saying this a number of years. And I don't care if you never rap or never do anything, but for the aspiring independent artists and those brands out there that want to go to the next level, any type of level as far as the music business, as far as an artist, like, I would stop playing and pretending that I'm in the industry, because you're not in no industry. You're unknown. Nobody know you. You don't have no numbers. I can go pull you up on Spotify. I keep saying this. And I'm looking at all the lists. If I go down the list to the hottest artists, people saying in East Texas, listen, super talented. We've been super talented. We lack foundation artists. We lack foundation. None of y'all have paperwork, or very few have paperwork. So if y'all doing free features with artists from different places, you got your paperwork. He don't have his paperwork. When the record drop and y'all do put a real production budget, a real radio budget behind your record, and that record has some success, which it will, y'all ain't figured out that a lot of this shit is automation, but you don't have a foundation set up. In the ecosystem, you don't exist. So artists took, you know, it's like when you post something, that artist that really, it's the truth, first of all. Anything I'm saying is the truth. You can go Google it, go fact check me. You'll never have to meet me and talk to me. But what I'm telling you guys is nothing is going to happen with what you're doing, and nothing is happening in the market, but a lot of big budget announcements and artists are running to major labels who are going to tell you the same shit. I'm telling you, once you get behind that door, you're super talented. But it's millions and millions of artists that's super talented just like you. You don't have no foundation. What's your story? I'm looking at your bio. It's nothing compelling in your bio to make me want to go listen to y'all music. Your bio is your compelling story. Y'all watching these award shows, you see, they interview the artist, they talk to the artist, and then they break to a story. You know, they break to this interesting story to get fans interested in this artist. So that's in this era. That's why I say you're going to be 50% musician and 50% content creator, because where is your original content that you own? That you own. When you add Kevin Gates to the background music, you no longer own that photo. Any photos or anything y'all posting, videos y'all posting directly on Facebook, you're not getting paid from that. That's no longer your photo. That's no longer your video. It has to come from your platform. You understand what I'm saying? So when you share something from your website to Facebook and people click on it, it take that traffic and the millions or hundreds of thousands of people who are going to go and check your content out, it take them back to your corporation. You understand? Traffic. You need traffic. You need to get, you understand what I'm saying? That's what Kanye was kind of hitting on. That's what Kanye was kind of saying. You need your own platforms if y'all trying to get really, really rich. Because, okay, so you don't have a website right now. Where is your merch? What are y'all tracking? How you going to ever get signed by a major label and you don't have no stats? Why would I sign you simply because you rap good? So does AI. I don't have to use any rappers in my market to put out a full album right now in 2023. So the door kind of closing on those artists who still trying to do the things that y'all doing. It's about contracts, man. Split sheets. You never did a split sheet. I'm talking to a guy yesterday. We talking like 20 minutes. And he telling me about this, all these songs he got. So he got over 100 songs. So when I asked him, so have you taken care of your media base? And for you to say, what's that? So you telling me you've been doing music for over 15 years. But okay, so where's your social proof? What have you done in 15 years? What can you pull up right now to show me that equals to 15 years of, he's saying, a music career? I hear that all the time. My career, you don't have no music career. You're a hobby artist. You need a hit record to be in the music industry. Where's your hit record? You're on SoundCloud. No original music, you don't exist. You're rapping on things you don't own. And nobody telling y'all this. And all this BS on the social media platforms, artists posting about this person hit me up and this person heard my music and they told me I'm fire, I'm hot. Where is your social proof? I can pull up any record that you put in Spotify right now. I'm looking at your streams and I'm looking at your monthly listenership. So when I'm talking, I'm saying we know the foundational artists because we don't work with most of them. Super talented artists in East Texas right now. From Ro Tarantino, Bigger Bag Tim, Fast D&T got several hot artists. Hey, Trilly, we had Camp Nowhere come through the market. It's artists that we have never met, but I've seen so many artists in East Texas and Northeast Texas, super talented artists that we've never talked to, but everybody got the same thing in common. Y'all don't have no numbers. Y'all don't have no foundation. You see what I'm saying? You don't have an artist website. Y'all don't have a brand, you don't have an artist website though. How don't you have a artist website and your favorite artist got an artist website? Everything that they got, you got to have it. They're just signed to a major brand that's paying somebody like us to do their paperwork. You see what I'm saying? They, the label own it. They're in the business of owning things. So that's why they jump on these super talented artists, super uneducated artists before they learn the business. You see what I'm saying? Before you figure out like, hey, I'm never gonna get, I'm not collecting 100% of my music, my royalties from my music when I'm signed to a major brand. So right now, the things we've been talking about over the last 15, 16 years is the media base. I don't care about your management, what you're doing, where you going on tour. I'm telling you that if you don't have this foundation, you ain't never getting paid off of anything that you're putting out. But you're not getting paid because you don't own the records. And if you leasing beats, are y'all reading these contracts? Man, it's about original content, what you own. The beat maker gonna get paid. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have publishing. So how you getting paid off your words? People tell me that they're signed up with BMI and ASCAP as songwriters. How? You're either a songwriter registered with BMI or ASCAP. Now, if you own a publishing company or you work with writers from ASCAP and BMI, then you're gonna have a publishing company with ASCAP, and you're gonna have a publishing company with BMI to publish those writers' songs. But where's your publishing? Who's your publishing administrator? Who are you affiliated with to handle your publishing administrative things? Y'all not registered with the Mechanical License Collective. I'm gonna say that again. So how y'all collecting? You don't have a publisher, but y'all talking about back end checks when we get on the phone. So let's go back to the starting gate, because over 99% of the artists have never left the starting gate. They just started posting and putting music out and releasing music through a self-help distributor did y'all read the contract? I know y'all didn't read the contracts because so many artists release their music through United Masters. And nothing wrong with the company. They're a low-tier self-help distributor that's gonna do nothing for you unless you're an established artist. Those commercials are for established artists, so they work well when you already have a fan base. You understand? Prior to that, they're not helping too much behind an artist unless he established. Big X the Plug was talking like, and I'm listening to what he's saying. Well, he could have went through DistroKid and did the same thing. And a lot of the truth he said, like if a label came to sign him, they won't give him a large advance, which is true. They're gonna recoup it. But United Masters, the thing with me is the writers, how they control the record. Go back and read our contracts. The right to first refusal. It's a clause in their contract, and basically it states that even after your subscription expires with them for 6 months, they still have control of your record and what happens. So if a third party come in and want to sign you and based off that record, then United Master could say, no, that's not a good deal. We don't, so understanding what y'all signing and just simply watching commercials and reading things on these social platforms and not going to do no research is reckless. And it's happened to countless artists. It's happened to countless artists and brands in the market thinking that people are your friends. It's business. It's about contracts. Where your contract at? I'm not going back and forth. If you didn't do and provide the service that you said you was going, you was supposed to do, I'm not going back and forth. I'm not trying to go to the blogs to expose you, because what is that going to do? Put a big target on your back and let everybody know like you're uneducated in how music business work in 2023. I'm not talking about the hobby artists and what y'all doing on social platforms. I ain't going back and forth with no ignorance. It's just ignorance to me. You don't exist and you're invisible. And I'm telling you you're invisible, but you want to post things and share things to make it seem like you got something majorly going on. I'm never talking to you again. Why would I waste time? Why would I waste time with anybody, especially with some shit that I know is 100% facts? I don't want to expose you, man. Why I got to get online to waste time and time away from my son and my kids to spend time with you? Because you're invisible and delusional. COVID got a lot of us messed up right now. So I understand. So You're invisible and delusional though. If you think you got a real music career going on right now, or somebody's trying to break your record without a bag in 2023, you need to go get your social platforms in order. You know, it's a certain way y'all supposed to be posting things. YouTube, you're not monetized on YouTube, so how you hot? You don't have the old system. You only needed 1,000 subscribers, but you hot. You can't get 1,000 subscribers on in 2023 on these platforms. That's because you don't understand that you never put major money behind your record. Where's your radio budget? Where's your production budget? You go into these little bloggers and you thinking they're gonna break your record simply because it sound good, you rap good. You know, this shit is it's a hustle, man. Everybody provides services, and when they come to you, it's not the blogger's job to make sure you got your paperwork. But that's what I see online, is that a lot of bloggers and a lot of these DJs in our market are pushing records on us and saying, oh, we hating, but hey, your record don't exist. It's not real. Why are we going to put time and effort behind something that's not registered up properly? Nobody getting paid. But the platforms getting paid off of y'all music. It ain't no free. No such thing as a free beat. You found it on fucking YouTube. You don't own it. And you just never put no money behind it. That's why it's not getting yanked down and pulled down. But these systems, they changing now. So when you put things up that you don't own, and you're going to get in some of y'all going to get in some serious trouble. Because they don't care. The excuse that I didn't know that's not going to cut it. You got to start reading things before you sign it. But make sure that before you go to any self-help distributor, release your music worldwide and make a big ass announcement on social media that your record is about to drop on Tuesday, on Wednesday. Just remember I said that the international release date for our music is Fridays. That's how we're going to get your first week numbers. But you're not going to have no first week numbers because you never structured yourself correctly or align yourself correctly with mediabase. So go get your records. Have to be. I tell people this. Listen, I've been saying this for 15 years. Excuse the background noise. Go sign up with a pro, BMI or ASCAP. Set up your publishing. So people, I think a lot of artists say, I got BMI and ASCAP. Okay, but when I go and ask them, so is your master sign recording registered up properly? Do you have the clean, dirty instrumental acapella registered? And they always say no. I got the dirty version registered, or I got this version, or my cousin was supposed to do it, and this and that. Okay, that record don't exist. You're only getting paid from one version of the song, and you're only receiving a small mechanical royalty every 28 days, you know, because you don't have a fan base. You don't have a consistent fan base that's listening to your music. So I can go pull up any artist that's been on any list, the top 50, top 25, top 10, the top 5, the hottest this, the hottest that, and they don't have no foundation. Super fucking talented, bro. We ain't never tried to take away from the talent, and we really 100% behind the talent in East Texas, especially the youth. But the issue is the individuals around you being uneducated in how it really works, and nobody here to tell you. So really, you got us looking really like even slower, and I think that's why the people try to take advantage of artists out of East Texas in this market, because they know y'all uneducated in how things work. Then you can get mad, and you're just mad because when you not mad no more, your situation still ain't gonna change because it's still factual what we saying. This ain't no hate. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, hey, we're 100% invested in this shit and been working at this, and we publishing records and going and doing all this stuff that we have to do with records. How you not doing it? Why you not doing it though? You don't have to like what I'm saying because it's facts. Who been signed? If it ain't facts, who has been signed? Because nobody have ever put a big enough marketing budget, promo and marketing budget campaign behind one record. And then we do have artists that's spending money on records, so you don't have to go and say, oh, we got this amount of streams on. We gonna see that shit, and it's gonna match up in the system. The shit that you paying for is not matching anything else. So these are facts. You can be whatever you want to be on these social platforms, but what I'm saying is, where are you? When I go to look you up in Sound Exchange, it don't matter who got a Sound Exchange account. If you don't have one, you're not getting paid. That's where you get your internet money. How you collecting internet money if you don't have a sound exchange account and you don't own that record? You're not. You never made no money off your record. This shit is the Wizard of Oz. You know, that's what I look at it as, because none of the shit real. That's on the social platforms. And then people get mad and want you to pretend with them all day. I'm not going to pretend with you. Don't tag me in nothing dealing with music. Delete me. I promise you I'm going to sleep good. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about that, because it's still going to be facts after you do all that. And then when you go on, when people go on different platforms, that's one of the biggest issues. All the badass information that's been put out by uneducated individuals in music business and third-party information, when the facts are right on the platforms. You can go Google this shit. You can call Luminate. You can call Luminate BDL. I told you guys it was a merger, and they tracking your mediabase, track the airways, but you don't own the song, so why would they be tracking anything that you got going on right now? So the hobby artists continue to do talent shows. That's how you expose your talent and win these local talent shows. That's cool. But established artists have artist websites. They have business bank accounts. They have an LLC. They have an EIN. They have a business credit score over 85, so they can get funding. You can get funding right now for your records, but you're unestablished. Then you want to talk to me about touring and getting more streams and getting booked for shows. How do you get booked for shows without a fan base? That's the first thing I told you guys you were going to need before you went on a big ass music journey, simply because you're spending money and shoot more videos than every artist in your market. It don't make you hot. It don't make you hot where you want to be hot at, because I'm going to the numbers every time. And when you drop a record, I'm looking at how that record is moving to let me know, like, you don't know what you're doing as far as trying to break your record, and nobody around you is trying to help you, but you spending all this money, and you just spend all this money. It's about automation, bro. This is about automation. And when you set up properly, you're going to make so much money just off of automation. But a lot of y'all have never spent any major marketing dollars for anybody to be able to see you and your brand, because y'all super talented. You super talented. But nobody will ever know in 2023 until you go to take care of your media base. Register with a pro. Go register with Sound Exchange. Register with Luminate. Register with mediabase. You need a publishing administrator. We work with the Harry Fox agency. Go do y'all research. Publishing is where the money at. Original catalogs is where the money at. But y'all still rapping on somebody else's content, thinking what's going to happen. What's going to happen? How you going to get paid off that? You're not. You need original content that you own, operate, and can be monetized. And after you get that media base set up, and when I say set up correct, I mean your master sound recording needs to be registered with all those platforms before you ever go to that self-help distributor and say that you're releasing a song on Friday. Because when your song drop on Friday, nothing's going to happen. It's still going to go plastic. Now, I've been talking for over 33 minutes. I've been talking to y'all for 33 minutes. I've been told you nothing but facts. So after you get the media base completed, now it's time to go and set yourself up like a legitimate business. You're a real independent brand now. So whatever your rap name is, time to go and make yourself a corporation. So go to your state website to figure out how much you need to pay to register your company, your LLC. State of Texas, $300. Register for your EIN. It's free. It's free. Or you can use some of these third-party companies to do it for you. But you can register your LLC. You can register everything up for free. And all you got to do is pay your state fees. And so many business days, you're going to receive your formation documents. Your LLC going to be legitimate. I would recommend you go in and open up a business bank account and make sure that EIN matches the LLC. Everything need to match. Set up your business bank account. You need to set up a NAV. I will set up a NAV boost account, the paid version. I would definitely recommend that you guys go and invest in 800 number for your business and make sure that it's registered with the national directory. I'll make sure you register for your DUNS number. It's free. Set up that DUNS account. You know, it's just like the credit bureau with your personal. We separating the personal, you know, from your business, because right now, if something happened, you get sued, you don't have no business. So what you think they coming after? They will come after your personal business account. So we want to separate the personal from the business. And people say, well, I heard I could use my social. You can. But I say I'm recommending, now you do what you want to do. I would recommend that you separate, you need to separate your business from your personal. And this, you need to invest in a website. These are the things that to get funding, to qualify for, to maximize y'all funding. Because you don't need no manager. Not right now. When your day-to-day become too hectic to where you can't handle your business, a lot of artists just lazy. They want somebody to go do all the work for them. They want to collect all the money. And they super uneducated, but they're super talented. And they follow the same process. You've been following that same process for, I don't care if you've been doing this for a year. Rapping on things you don't own, you don't have no paperwork, your media base not done, and then you venting on social platforms about non-support wherever you are. They can't see you. Nobody can see you on these ad-based platforms because you don't have no consistent sponsored ads running behind the things that you're saying and you posting. So very few people are seeing you. And I've been saying this for a number of years. So it's time to get off that music treadmill in 2023 if you own it. And we know who on the music treadmill. But what people get pissed about is when we call people hobby artists and we tell them that they invisible. But it's all facts, and you can go and Google this stuff. I don't care how many videos you shoot. That's a great video. You spend a lot of money. Labels spend money like that, but they recoup the money that they spend on videos. You see what I'm saying? They recoup everything. You're not recouping nothing. The process is they make an announcement on social media, the record dropping, and we never hear anything else about what you got going on. But what some celebrity did or some celebrity did on their platforms and they getting paid. You not. Why would you want to get more exposure and you knowing like my brand ain't set up correctly? So I'm not going to get paid. So I don't have to do the gorilla going live, gorilla telling y'all she got the #1 song in the country and she never got paid. Did it work out for her? She signed to a major brand. And I'm going to say this once again, I don't give a damn. She signed to a label. I don't know what the split is with her and got it. But her masters is what's more important, should be more important than anything. But you signed to somebody else. Labels own things. And I can go in the description box on YouTube to tell me who own your records. People, I can go look your record up to see if you own the record. So if I can do it, don't you think major brands can do it? Why they're not spending millions and millions and dropping millions of dollars and signing artists who don't have nothing going on? So it's time to really, really go to work and go get your media base in order. And it's time to establish your brand where you're going to invest in your own website. You're going to invest in, get your LLC and get the EIN. You get the PEDX score up to 85. You're going to take money out of your pocket to establish your business. But once you establish and you look like a legitimate business, now we can go into this bank and we can get this funding. You can get up to 50K right now with no docs, no proof of revenue, none of that stuff. But artists don't want to take the time to invest in themselves. You're going to invest in yourself. You don't want to pay nobody else to do it for you. And you thinking like you paying somebody and you got a shoestring budget. So the ignorance, I never went back and forth with anybody one time that said like we trying to rob people or we because you ain't got no money, bro. You can't even pay me. So we just sit back and listen and watch. And we watch artists and brand after brand on the music treadmill and make big budget announcements that really, it don't matter what you saying. And then it's your credibility though, because people not supporting you because they thinking it's bullshit. It's nothing happening and it's nobody's fault but yours. Get properly aligned. Hey, I appreciate everybody that's, who you converse with me on the social platforms. I've been talking about music business for a number of years. And back totally away from independent artists, because saying the same thing over and over, and nobody, less than 2% of the individuals we talk to, over the last 15 years went and did anything in our market that we said you needed to do before you embark on your career. And they study shooting big budget videos and putting them out, making big budget announcements, doing big budget features, and that shit don't matter. It don't mean instant success because you got a big budget feature. And it don't mean that everybody going to support your record, because any big budget feature that I got, that we got, and we put the budget behind, I guarantee those numbers going to look different. How you don't have 1 million streams? Artists on the internet all day, every day in our market talking about they hot, they legends. Where your numbers at? I know a lot of artists and brands, man. We work with a lot of major artists, man. We were doing with the Noah G's, big money spent in the market, bro. But when I see the next generation come along, and your biggest issue is you don't want to listen to nobody, and the individuals that you want to listen to outside your market sticking, you know what, to you, because they know you're uneducated, and you got a target, and they talk. You see what I'm saying? These people ain't your friends. Even some of the artists that I see that post on these platforms, like giving y'all this badass information. Oh, just share that shit. Y'all gotta share that. What are you talking about? This is an ad-based platform. I can share your shit all day, every day. I've been sharing unsigned independent artists on my platform for over 15 years. They ain't got no money though, so their numbers ain't changing. And I ain't saying you broke. I'm saying you don't have the type of money and funding you need to push a record. Where's your $100,000 for us to go to the radio stations? That on the low end, like, where's your $100,000 to go? Where's your $50,000? Where's your $30,000, $20,000, $10,000 a month marketing budget? You don't have $2,000 a month to hand a PR company, but you think you're gonna get instant success. You got you've had a shoestring budget. That's why you're not on. It's not because nobody's supporting you. So we got to kill the ignorance. We got to break the cycle. I heard they had to break the cycle. Shout out to Mona Scott, Miss Scott and Fast ENT. There are no foundation artists there. No foundation artists with an original catalog of music that they own, and it's operate, and we can monetize, and it's registered properly in the ecosystem. Now we can go put big budget dollars behind this music, man. It ain't no back and forth. It ain't no hating. It's just ignorance. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not responding to you when I see your ignorance no more, because I'm talking to you already. I call a lot of independent artists person and say, hey man, you super talented. I went in their inbox and say, hey, you super talented, but you don't exist. You invisible. And then I'm going to meet with this artist, and this producer want to work with me because you're uneducated in music business. Of course I want to work with you. You're not bringing shit to the table but talent, so I own everything. That's the catch. And then I respect the artists who tell me, hey, I don't want to go through all that shit. I just want to get on. I want that lifestyle. Hey, I can respect that. But to the aspiring young artists that I see on social media platforms all day, the ones that I see venting about non-support, hey, that's ignorance. It's millions and billions of people on the platforms. You don't have the funding for them to see your brand. Whether you cook grits, whether you make tennis shoes, you do t-shirts, you sell shit in a bag. It does not matter if you don't have a PR and marketing budget in order to push it where the masses can see you. We bottom feeders. You bottom feeders when you don't have no money. You just posted something on Facebook 5 minutes ago. Nobody saw that. Very few people gonna see that. The only way they seeing you right now on Facebook, on these platforms, is through your reels and your stories. When you post things directly on your wall, nobody's seeing that. Nobody's seeing this. You understand what I'm saying? And it don't matter if they see it, because if you posted it directly on Facebook, that's not your picture no more. I don't care if that's your baby. That's not your family picture no more. It didn't come from something. It's a link attached to it that say you own it. And when you signed up for Facebook, you signed all that stuff away. And Zuckerberg making big money off of y'all. We're liquid gold. This is kind of the stuff that Kanye was kind of touching on. Now he went way down the line with a lot of stuff, but the truth is always going to trigger some type of response. If Kanye was lying, then why they work so hard to shut him up and drown him out? Not saying that I agree with everything that he's saying, but when it comes to that music business stuff that he was talking about, for sure. Shit facts. You're unestablished, you're uneducated, and that's when they want you. So, hey man, 45 minutes, no people ain't gonna listen. No, they ain't gonna go do it. You know, but I'm not pretending with you. Don't tag me, delete me. Delete me off your post. Stop tagging me in things that you don't own. That's why I'm not sharing. It's not real. It don't matter. You're super talented. You can rap your ass off. Have your talent got you signed yet? And I've been watching a lot of y'all over 10 years. And nothing going on because you never started from the starting gate. You never went to take care of the media base. And now it's 2023. It's about foundation artists. Rainwater saying the same thing. Go to the Boss Talk 101 podcast. Shout out to Boss Talk 101 podcast. Bring a lot of talent, a lot of educated people on there who've been in the music business, who had success in the music business. They just leaving out that part. They leaving out that one part that if y'all not foundation artists. So I'm gonna make all this money off you, and then you don't have no foundation. So nothing gonna happen. You gonna go to the radio. I'm not saying your song not gonna be played on the radio. I'm not saying a couple of thousand people or 10,000 or 100,000 people, 200 or 1,000,000 people might go touch your video, but you're not gonna get paid. You got exposure, but how's that gonna move you forward if you don't have nothing that's real and you're not making no revenue from your original content, but it's not yours, so you're not gonna get paid. Those are the things that we're not dealing with. Things that are not real.